going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. I've got a Karen, and this isn't the typical I'm yelling at you type of Karen. This is just the entitlement. And it's funny when the judge starts talking about her interaction with the officer on the side of the road because it's not the same story. This one's weird though. I thought I'd share it though. You guys will appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Let's get into it. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Individual is Nancy Baldwin. Baldwin, if you could.
Sorry, I was struggling with that. Hi, thank you, Your
No
Honor.
problem. Good morning. Are you interested in the deferral program?
I don't
you
think
did the
so.
deferral in 2019, so I apologize. You actually do not qualify.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and look at your police report, and then I'll give you a chance to tell me your side of the story.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Ms. Baldwin, please go ahead with your side of the story.
Okay. It was a couple of days after Christmas. I was leaving the Fred Meyer's parking lot. I actually have pictures, but I don't know if that's going to help you. I was coming out of the driveway onto, I believe it was 30th, and there was a semi truck turning to come the opposite way. It was a driving school truck, so I think it was a student driver, but he came way out into my lane, so I had to back up. I was backing up. I had to back up even, again, this picture, I even had to go sideways to get, because he was coming clear into my lane, so I was super close to the car on the other side and backing up when the police officer, nice young man, came up behind me and I was backing up. I think he was a little anxious because I was backing up, but he then started blaring his siren and lights at me while I was still backing up. So the semi truck turned in front of me then and went into the parking lot I had come out of. I proceeded down Ocean Beach Highway, turned left into the Chevron because he was signaling me to pull over, and he had said that I missed the sign. There wasn't a sign out. I drove back and looked. It was just this white line where you're supposed to park behind that so that they can track. So you can clearly see I was already backing up when he came upon me. I don't know why he thought I was above that white line. I would have been in the crosswalk.
All right, ma'am. So the situation is that you were so far forward into the pedestrian crosswalk, which is shown by the two white lines, that when the truck tried to turn right, you had to reverse to make room for it because you were so far behind. And then and then after it turned, you once again pulled halfway in. So that was the story of the police officer. So your pictures, I don't know if they're timely because I would assume if you're taking pictures while driving, then you should have gotten another citation for using an electronic device while driving.
Nope, I went back and I understand that he thought I was already backing up, but I was not in. I couldn't even get close to the white line. He was making the turn, and when I came out of the driveway, the officer just didn't see that. He didn't come upon me until I was backing up. I was probably 3 car lengths behind the white line when the officer came up.
Yeah. Okay. So that's not what he was saying. He's saying.
Yeah. Okay. You were 3 car lengths behind the white line. That means you're about 15 to 20 feet behind the car, even more than that. Well, what would you say a car length is? About 10 feet? Nah, it's about 8. I would say 8 feet. 7 to 8 feet is about a car length, I would say. I don't know. That's just a guess. but you weren't that far. If that were the case, then the officer would have ticketed the truck driver for being obnoxious and probably ran him through field sobriety test. No, you. I believe the officer. You backed up because you were in the lane. Um, yeah, this. Just wait. Just wait till you hear what the officer has to say.
And that he was just watching you in the whole pedestrian crosswalk. So
That's not true.
okay. Well, unfortunately, it's his story against your story in this situation. Let me look at your criminal history.
Okay.
All right, and it seemed that you had expired insurance too, and he let you off with that one as well.
Oh, I had it. I just gave him the wrong card. It was in my card, and I tried to show him, and he said, "I believe you. I didn't write it." He was a nice guy. Um, I have it. I could have brought it. I had it actually that day, but he said, "I'm good. I know you haven't."
It's interesting because his side of the story was that you started laughing at him and told him that you would see him in court. So it's a very interesting two different sides of the story.
Very interesting, two different sides of the story. What I was hurrying about is when he pulled in behind me, he blocked the driveway to the
All right,
Chevron
thank
and
you.
blocked the gas truck in there.
Okay.
And so, yes, so yeah. And I did say, "Where do I sign this now? Because I do want to tell my side of the story to the judge." And he said, "You'll get a notice." And I said, "Okay, perfect."
Right. So you're saying that you weren't in the crosswalk at all, even though he saw you 2 times in the crosswalk?
100%. I wasn't even to the white line to the crosswalk. I was already probably, my car's small, but probably 2 car lengths behind and even over, because the truck driver was so far, made such a wide angle, which
You're behind the white crosswalk. Why do you have to back up for the truck?
because it was so making such a wide turn. I had to even scoot over. I was probably 3 car lengths I had to back up. It was a driving school truck, so maybe he wasn't familiar with how sharp that turn was, but it was such a wide turn. I had to scoot over and back up. He came clear, his full
Doesn't make sense, but
his full cab came clear into my entire lane, not just the corner of his truck.
if you had to back up 3 car lengths, you would have hit the police officer who was 1 car length behind
Oh
you.
no, he was continuously backing up behind me. He wasn't parked there.
So he backed up for 3 car lengths?
No, he was probably another 2 behind me. When he came upon me,
All
I
right,
was
ma'am.
backing up.
Okay. All right. It's unfortunately he has you for 2 times in the crosswalk.
Yeah, so it's not true.
Okay.
That's just not true.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, it's a he said versus she said situation.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So who do you guys believe? I love how she puts on this fake smile right here. I just feel like she's a nightmare. The officer the officer disliked her enough to write notes for the judge on the ticket. Yeah, anyways, the other people on the Zoom here and they're shaking their heads at her. Yeah, your story doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Just accept the ticket and don't do it again. That's all you gotta say. That's it. All right. This video only has about 30 seconds left. I just wanted to throw this quick Karen clip up there for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button if you did. Until next time, bye.
All right. And so based on that information, I will find this as committed, but I will greatly mitigate this down to, so I'll find this as committed, mitigate it down to $75. You have 60 days to make this payment. If not, you can enter a payment plan. This information will be mailed to you at your address on file in Kelso.
Okay, I want to go on record as saying he's absolutely incorrect.
All
I
right.
wasn't even near the crosswalk. That's just not true.
Okay. Well, thank you for your side of the story, ma'am. I appreciate it.
The interpreter.
Oh, the interpreter's present. Okay.